With my mom, I'm like her hands, so I have to help her if she ever needs something to eat or if she ever needs my help with anything. I'm always there to tend to her care.
At just 14 years old, Jacob Gutierrez has a responsibility most middle schoolers never face. Caregiving for his mother, Jennifer, who suffers from MS, and his grandmother, Aileen, who has dementia. Before and after school, while his dad works as a UPS driver, Jacob cooks for them, gives them their medication, and comforts them when they're in pain, something he worries about when he's not there.
Every day when I'm in school, I call at least 1 to 2 times per day, making sure that everyone's all right. There can be a lot of stress put on me.
Today, an estimated 5.4 million children age 18 and under care for a loved one who's sick or disabled. In Florida, where Jacob's family lives, surveys show 16% of high schoolers and 1/4 of middle school students are involved in caregiving, putting them at higher risk for anxiety, depression, and trouble in school.
It's harder for them to concentrate. And so when you can't concentrate, you can't learn.
Experts say the number of caregiving youth is growing because families can't afford or find in-home care.
I do worry about him. I want him to be a normal 14-year-old child, not at school stressing about mommy not feeling good or mommy falling. That breaks my heart.
Nationwide, child caregivers are most common in families of color, existing in about 1/5 of Latinx, African American, and Asian American families.
Is your mom your priority compared to school or after-school activities?
Yeah, I would say so, yes.
High school junior Rocco Fernandez has cared for his mother, Danette, since he was 8 years old. Danette suffers from recurring cancer and undergoes regular treatments that leave her debilitated for days.
He's just always been there. He's just there when I need help walking because it's too hard for me.
Do you feel like your mom is a burden, or?
I've never seen her as a burden. I saw her as me caring for my mother because that's what a son is supposed to do.
What would you like people to know about the millions of young people in Rocco's situation?
These children, one, deserve a break, and they deserve support.
For Rocco, that support comes from KESM, an organization for children of cancer patients that sponsors summer camps nationwide, where they can meet other young caregivers like themselves. Here in Florida, the American Association of Caregiving Youth supports kids like Jacob by pairing them with adult mentors.
I don't feel lonely anymore.
Jacob just graduated 8th grade and says he wants to become a doctor.
Because of my mom, because she has MS, and one day I hope to find a cure for it.
Spreading his caregiving heart to the world.
I love you.
I love you too.
There's a new caregiver bill proposed in the Senate that for the first time would support caregivers under the age of 18 and provide them with the same services that adult caregivers receive. And we want to mention that we have information on organizations that advocate for young caregivers on today.com, where you can find out more about these young people. And it's just kind of, both of these young men were just extraordinary. I mean, incredible.
We can't believe what they go through each day, and to see those the camps and the mentors, it makes you feel better that there are some outlets for them. But yeah, it's important.
By the way, a lot of young caregivers taking care of their military veteran. We've done that a lot as well.
And we've talked about adult caregiving on the show a lot. I had no idea there were so many young people in this country who were caregivers. Thank you.
I know. That's why I'm so glad that the Today Show did this story to shine a light on this and perhaps begin a dialogue with so many young kids around the country to ask them whether they're in this role, ask them what they need, ask them what it's like for them, to give them a voice.
I think this is just the start. It's so true, Maria, too. And a lot of caregivers, like, they're like, oh, I'm a caregiver. They don't realize that that's what they're doing, that it's that it's a real role and that there is support.
Yeah,
so thank
beautiful.
you, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank
we love you.
Nice to see you guys.
She always makes us a little better.
I know, every time.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.